Well, welcome to Klonoa Door to Phantom Meal. This is the remaster from the Fantasy Reveries series. Just getting set up real quick here. The options aren't that broad, but the costumes that they gave us for this, at least in the DLC, I believe it was an extra 20 on PC, and if you had it on Switch it was free. Those are actually kind of nice. But this is the remaster that came out just recently. The original game was out way back on the PlayStation, but I never got to play it. I actually grew up on its sequel, which I also plan to do after I finish this. It's kind of cool they put in a fast forward option, but I don't plan to use it, and it looks like they're going to keep that on the screen. Gross. Now, the original game, I also believe, used pre-rendered cutscenes instead of in-engine ones. But we'll see how that pans out through the rest of the game. So far, he looks fairly emotive, which is always nice to see, especially in these kinds of games. But the mechanics are pretty basic overall, just one attack button, one jump. But you get a surprising amount of depth just from being able to interact with a 2.5D environment by using the enemies, either as the ability to jump an extra time or just fire off into the background. And in the second one, yeah, they still gave this one properties, that's okay, so they ported that forward. Certain enemies have different properties when you actually use them. And I believe in the second one you don't even have to actually hit those bubbles with an enemy, you can just tap them with the wind bullet to get them. Hover feels really floaty, but somewhat stiff because it feels like you're losing a lot of your momentum. Okay, it's called a flutter jump. Same difference. Oh, these are all cult classics when they came out, but unfortunately it never really made a big splash, which these remasters are going to be an encore for the series, it would seem. I'm really out here getting lectured by a fucking simp. My god. Gotta build a whole tower though to get up there. They've definitely preserved the audio track for the music and all really well. I'm not sure if this is remastered or not, but it sounds really good either way. But the PS1 always had some pretty decently high quality soundtracks in most of its games, so it wouldn't be surprising if this is just the original track. I can tell that they're definitely using the old PS1's audio lines though, because I believe it's when they remade this for the Wii. They used actual English-speaking voices for it instead of just the made-up language that they speak in this iteration. Which, in its own way, I prefer because it can be a little jarring when it comes to English voices and lip-syncing depending on the game you're playing. And a lot of this actually carried over into the second game from what I remember, so this is definitely going to be a pretty easy stroll overall. Hey, it seems the wind bullet is not quite the same though. It doesn't seem to go out as far as it does in the second one, or at least it doesn't feel like it. The aim seems pretty precise. Oh. Wow, level 1 was actually a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. Oh, and the little eggs are turning into fireworks. That's actually a really nice touch. I really do enjoy this track. Now, I don't think you actually get anything for getting all 150 gems in this game, so I'm not going to bother with that too much. That's a lot of fight, because you have to be pretty spot on. Like, especially in the second game, but with the second game you at least got unlocked artwork and everything in it. And they're not going to let me cheese that, huh? Come on. No, okay, fine. I'll just go this way. See, to get like all 150, you'd have to do parts like this completely flawlessly, because just missing one gem is enough to shut you out of that 150, although I think there are a few levels, at least I believe there were in the second, where you could get more than 150. But 150 is just a normal requirement for getting the artwork unlocks. Oh, okay, so the shield blocks enemies too, you can't just knock that loose. The hardest part of playing this one is definitely going to be unlearning all the habits I've picked up from other platformers like Crash Bandicoot or Oddworld or Spyro, because a lot of those things don't really apply here. They keep the game much more simple. At least that's what it seems like. They're pretty generous with checkpoints, too. This was originally a very child-friendly platformer, so it's not surprising. I can't imagine trying to play this on easy mode, because you get, what, 5 hearts? And it's only a third of the damage, so 3 times, you can take 15 hits just about. Whereas in normal it's 6 hits. Because you only lose half a heart per hit. Oh, okay, I'm gonna just keep spinning even though I'm standing on the ground. Oh, come on. Ah, give me a break. Okay, so I don't even need to hit it with enemies anymore. I'm not sure which way was the proper way to end the level, but always try to make sure you explore both paths thoroughly in any game like this, just because they always love to hide some kind of collectible or something you need in an area that's off the beaten path. They just gave me a tutorial here, so I'm gonna assume this is the right way to get to the end of the level. So I best go back and double check that door. Can I get the... Okay, I didn't actually hit this time. And yeah, okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. Oh, the giant moves are still in. Neat. So yeah, just about everything in this one carries straight over into 2. So I'm pretty sure almost all these same enemies and everything are in there too. And there's another example of why that's gonna be frustrating to try and get all 150. So I touch those, I automatically can't get that 150. And it seems like they keep your Dream People's rescue in order, which is very nice because it gives you at least an idea. If you miss a rescue, you at least have an idea of where you could have missed it. And that was the final one, so I don't know where I could have missed 2 because I've been on the path for the level. Unless for some reason they just marked that one as the last one to throw you off. Such a bright and vibrant game, though. See, that's the beauty of being able to interact with the environment in such a way. And, oh, you know... Oh, well, okay then. Fine. Didn't want to hit you anyways. They're being really generous with the tutorials, though. But then again, it was supposed to be a good game to give me gems. 100 is another free life, and it doesn't really seem like I'm going to be needing many of them, but you never know. Oh, okay, so I didn't actually miss anything. Good to know. Hey, okay. Thank God. Just half expecting to get hit again. Kind of embarrassing to die on the second level. Oh, I thought that would just knock it over, but we have to do the flashy thing first. And get another checkpoint. I can't imagine dying much on this level, despite getting hit like 6 times already. We're also being very generous with lives, so maybe there's going to be a difficulty spike at some point in the game.
Job, Gargoyle's lefty. Boa, jerk.
Where to get that, Daddy?
Gargoyle. Embagrazad, cartoons real, the world watch. Telegrario. But, Bukiao, I want to know the watch. Key joke. Be good.
Tryin? Leo, what do you do? Normal?
Hot. Boa, Levi Bloodleo. Jack, with Blazeld.
Red? Wahoo?
Ah, come on, don't tell me how to beat the boss right out. Even if it is the first, come on. Joke already hinted at it by saying watch your behind. Hey, could you stop please? Hey, no, ow. Ah, fuck you. Okay, yeah, easy enough. They definitely have some pretty scuffed voice for Gattius, so I kinda like it though. Although I question stuffing your hostage into your trench coat. Oh, okay. You didn't get your third attack off. It's a pretty lackluster explosion though.
Radu!
黒ワニマニワリュ
ワニャウマニ
サムティワワフ
な
コンヤマカルクマニュ
さあピポピあふ正直なとは言う
ワフルマニワフナニュワフワフマムラガディワムガルバミュルプルムレクワフ黒バルティフォロマニアパパ
ラドゥワニャワニルプ
ワフマフ
I question how a pendant ends up inside of a bell after somebody crashes into a building, but okay, I'm not here to judge, I suppose. I really do like the fireworks effect, and it's probably one of my favorite tracks. Let's save real quick, and oh, already starting, okay, already on World 2, neat. I'm not getting into these things, so see you next episode. Later.